Hello students, welcome in computer class. Now students, by this week we are moving to the rest part of chapter 1. So here is the activity that is on page number 12. Okay, so here I just solve this activity for you. The activity is that write the configuration of any desktop computer or the computer that is allotted to you in the computer lab. So here activity is this key note: in order to find and check the configuration, right click on my computer, then click on properties, and after that note down the basic informations as per head given below. Okay, dear students, this is the process to check the configuration of any system. Okay, not on the computer lab, but that is the computer. If you have a computer at your home, then by this way you just check the configuration of the system. So the process, the way is that firstly you click on the right click on my computer, then click on properties, and after that configuration is just shown to you. Okay, note down the basic information as per head given below. So here processor that is Intel Core i3, this type of processor that is in the computer lab. Then installed memory, that is 500 GB. Okay, then system unit, that is the system type, that is the desktop type. Okay, now here is the conversation between Dobo and Dobo. Now Dobo said, I have a lot of tasks to do and I am so confused which one to take first. What do you do? What do you do if you have to do a lot of things or tasks? Okay, now Adobe reply, I make a list, I refer to this list till all the tasks are over and keep on checking checklist again and again to ensure that nothing is missed out. Okay, so means ki Dobo said ki I have a lot of tasks to do and I'm so confused ki which one is just doing firstly and which one is doing after that. So now Dobo replied this and replied this ki I make a list and I refer to this list till all the tasks are over. Okay, so here is dad. Now dad is there. Dad said, this is exactly what the computer does. Instructions and data given to it are stored temporarily in the memory called primary memory, and when the computer is turned off, this memory loses data and become completely empty. This memory can be compared to the list which can be used and erased as required. Okay, this memory can be seen inside the system unit. System unit means CPU. Okay, so whatever the instruction that be given to the computer, that is stored in the primary memory. Okay, and when we switch off the, dear students, when we switch off or turn off the computer, then this memory is just completely empty. Okay, loses all the data and this memory just completely empty. Okay, now here is the Tobo conversation. Now again Tobo. We know that the computer has a huge memory. It can store lots of files, music, movies, games, etc., which are not deleted till be deleted. Then how this memory loses data? Dad, you know, right? You are right. Computer stores data in it whenever you tell it to save. Whatever you save, it goes in the secondary memory of the computer. And can you name or provide example of secondary memory? Tobo, yes. CD drive, CD, then pen drive. This is the secondary memory. Okay, and additional memory. Then the secondary memory is used to store the large amount of data for a long period. Okay, data is not lost until we delete it, even when the computer is turned off. Dear students, secondary memory is the permanent memory, and this memory, when we save any file or anything in the computer, then this file just become the part of this secondary memory, and secondary memory is the permanent memory. Any file cannot be deleted even when we just delete it. When we delete it, then it will be deleted. Otherwise, When we switch off the computer, then the content of this memory will not be deleted or will not be erased. Okay. So now here, Dobo said, Dad, what happened when we download the pictures from the internet? So, Dad, the pictures are downloaded to the hard disk. Hard disk is also the example of secondary memory. Okay, dear students, secondary memory, the hard disk is the example of the secondary memory. Now, Tobo, how much data can the hard disk store? Okay, now Dad replied, it can store large amount of data. Just as we can measure our height in meter and centimeter, we can also measure the amount of data that can be stored in any storage device. This is called the storage capacity. Okay, that is called the storage capacity. Whatever the data we store in any device, that is called the its storage capacity. But dear students, the hard disk has a large amount of hard disk has the capacity to store the large amount of data, 360 GB, 500 GB, 1 TB means 1 terabyte. Okay, like this such type of hard disk just in these days available in the market or just installed, that is just installed in our computer. So now here is the activity. So the activity is that you find out the storage capacity of your parent's smartphone. Do not forget, take their permission before checking the device. Okay, dear students, this is the activity I have given to you as a homework. So you take the permission from your parents and check the smartphone of your parents and check the storage capacity of that smartphone. Okay, so and again another activity that is also related to you, I just given to you this activity for this activity as a homework. So activity is that ki, find out the storage capacity of your computer. Dear students, if you have a computer at your home, then you check the storage capacity. Means storage capacity means hard disk, how much capacity of the hard disk. Okay, then how much hard disk capacity means how much means memory that you have used, and what is free. Keep free, how much is free and how much is used and how much is total. Okay, so if you have no if you have not the computer, then you check the smartphone configuration, smartphone storage capacity also. So this is the activity that I have given to you as a homework. So these two activities, that is on the page number 13 and 14. Okay, and the rest part we will discuss in the next video. So for today, that's all. Thank you. Have a nice day.